Good evening. This is Big Zay, aka Jose, and I'm going to be going over how to make money for free with Bitcoin faucets. And the easiest way that I found to do it is to find the right faucets that will allow you to claim at a fast rate or at a consistent rate with the highest amounts. And to start off, I do want to show you just a list of faucets that there are. There are a lot of faucets out there, so it kind of is a little overwhelming to find the right one and to find the ones that are the easiest to use. So I'm going to be going over the ones that I have found to be most profitable and to be the most user-friendly. And so the first one that I'm going to be going over is MoonBitcoin. Now, MoonBitcoin is a very easy faucet to use. There's not a lot of hard work to it. The only downside is that it does have pop-ups, and you do need to make sure that you do not have a pop-up blocker, because these websites make a lot of their money on the ads. They do need to have the ads actually run so that way they can make the money to support the free giveaway of Satoshis, which is in small layman terms Bitcoin, or smaller amounts of Bitcoin. So I'm going to go ahead and claim this one right now so that way you can get an idea of how it works to claim from a Bitcoin faucet. So to start off, you go ahead and verify that you are not a robot. Once you do that, the claim will be verified. You'll be able to submit, and once you've finished filling out the caption or the CAPTCHA, you will go ahead and be able to claim from that faucet. Now, each faucet is different in how they send you Bitcoin. MoonBitcoin is one of the better faucets because of the fact that it has these multipliers. And this particular multiplier is a daily multiplier. So if you are consistent and you continue to claim from this particular faucet on a daily basis, it will keep going up. So today would be day 1, you get 1%. Day 2, it would be 2%, and so on and so forth. The second multiplier is a referral bonus. And this particular referral bonus will be very beneficial for those people that are very consistent in social media and have a big following, because if you can get your fans or you can get your friends to claim Bitcoin with you, then they will add on to the multiplier and it will add more to your claim. And the second to last one is the offer bonus. One of the cool things that MoonBitcoin does is that it allows you to fill out offers, such as watching videos or filling out surveys or even playing video games online. There's a particular one that I know for a fact that's on here that is Island Experiment. And Island Experiment is a Facebook game, but if you reach a certain level, it will pay you out a certain amount of Bitcoin. And apparently it's taking a little too long to load, so I will come back to that later. And the last multiplier is the mystery bonus. So the mystery bonus is a randomizer. So sometimes you might get a small number like 8%, other times you might get 100%. And it's kind of hard to tell which one you're going to get. But the cool thing is that, you know, at one point you might get 100%, and you might have all of these up to 100%, so your claim will be really high. You never know, you might get to that point where you're knocking out maybe 10,000 Satoshis per claim, which is great because then you're getting a lot closer to getting that full Bitcoin. And so that's just one of the cool things that MoonBitcoin does. So I will be having a link underneath that will allow you to go straight there, and it is a referral link. So if you're watching this video, check it out, sign up with the referral link, and I'll be going more over MoonBitcoin and how it works in later videos. The second faucet that I have here is BonusBitcoin or BonusBitcoin.co. And BonusBitcoin is a little different than MoonBitcoin, where it is not just a random claim, or it doesn't really have a timer on there, so you don't get a daily bonus, but you do get a chance to set your claim and how you want it. So you can get a random amount to up to 5,000 satoshis, or you can choose the average. Now, I personally have gone with the average because it's easier to keep track of. At the end of an hour, you know you're making at least 600 satoshis. But if you decide that you want to go with the random route, you might get below that or you might get above it. So it really is preference, and it really is up to you on how you want to claim your Bitcoin. But once you claim it, this screen will come up and it will say you have received X amount of satoshis, and it will be added onto your account. The other great part of this faucet is that, like I said before, if you have a following on social media, you can refer your friends and they can be added on, and you get 50% commission added onto your faucet claims. So it won't take away from their faucet claims, but whatever they're claiming on a daily basis, the website will be sending 50% of that to you. So if they're consistent and they're constantly on there, then you can really set up a network of free Bitcoin claims coming to your account, just for having a lot of people claiming from this website. So it's great for all you social media people that really are building a great big following on social media through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. It'll be a great way to get started and to make some extra income on the side with Bitcoin. The third one I'm going over is FreeBitcoin.in. Unfortunately, since my last video, I had already claimed from it, I wasn't able to show you the randomizer in this one. But the way that this works is that you fill out the verification, it rolls, and it gives you a randomized amount. So if you hit one of these lucky numbers in these categories, for example, let's say you hit 99.94, then it would be sending you this amount, versus the number that I got, which was 61.33. I only get 88 satoshis, which is not a lot, but at the same time it does add up, because as you can see, I'm up to about 21,000. But it is good to keep that rhythm and to keep it going. And the great thing is that FreeBitcoin.in is also one of those main faucets that's added onto Smart Faucet Rotator. So feel free to add on and join in on the fun with FreeBitcoin.in. Another bonus to this website is that the more you have in here, the more interest the website will pay you. And it pays out at an annual rate of 4.08%. So if you're claiming on a daily basis and you get to that point where you have a lot of Bitcoin in there, I would leave it there, especially if you're not planning on using it, so that way you can get some interest on the Bitcoin that you have in your account. And the last one that I'm going to be going over is BTCMicrotask.com. Now this is actually one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best faucets out there, because of the simple fact that it has many options to getting Bitcoin. So you can choose to make Bitcoin by doing this chat bucket, which basically is very simple. You just participate in the chat, and for every entry you put in, it's going to allow you to be in a drawing. And every drawing is different, but if you're able to win a drawing, then it's going to send you some Satoshi to your account. And as it's sending Satoshi into your account, you're going to be adding more into your account, and then on a weekly basis, I believe, it empties out that account and sends you the amount that you have in your account to your Bitcoin wallet. But do make sure that when you set it up, that you make sure that everything is set up properly and that your reward payout wallet is set up correctly. Because if you do not set it up correctly, then it will send it to another account. And that's actually what happened with my last account, that I set it up wrong. So I had to make a new account, and the good thing is that it does work with Facebook, Google, and it has the API, so that way it'll make it easier for you to set up and not have to worry about remembering passwords or anything like that. Another bonus to this website is that you can also submit new posts, links, and if your post is selected, you will be given I believe it's a daily drawing where they draw and select who has the best story, and if they choose yours, then they give you a certain amount of Satoshis. And so I believe that the current story daily drawing is close to like 2 microbits, which is like $4.50 at the current Bitcoin rate, which is not too bad, because if you're really just doing this as a hobby just to get the most out of Bitcoin, then this would be a good platform for you to get started on and for you to make some money with. And all faucets are different, but this faucet is fairly good because it not only has an option for you to claim Bitcoin, but it also has a lot of options for you to look around and to be able to connect with different platforms such as Twitter. It also allows you to take surveys, so you can find other ways to claim, not just a regular hourly claim, but it also gives you the chat bucket prize, which is not too bad, and the micro tasks, which are varied out and they refresh every 3 to 4 hours. So you'll be able to claim that way, and each claim is different. So you might get 86 Satoshi, you might get 4,000 Satoshis, you might get 45 Satoshis. But every little bit counts, and as long as you keep claiming and are consistent, then it'll help you out. And finally, like I said, there are a lot of faucets out there, so if those are just, I guess, too little for your choice, then you can always check on Faucethub.io. You can also become a premium member by paying for it with Bitcoin. This site is legitimate, so if you decide that you want to do that and buy and activate a subscription, then you can do that and activate your subscription, and it'll be billed automatically every 30 days. Now, I personally don't do it because I already have miners, so I don't really need to claim on a daily basis. But if you have started out and this is a way that you want to start making some Bitcoin, then this is probably one of your best options. So you can get started, and you can get access to more premium Bitcoin faucets. Now, I'm just going over the Bitcoin faucets, but there are a lot of other faucets such as Litecoin, Dogecoin, Blackcoin, Dash, Peercoin, and Primecoin, as well as Ethereum faucets. And I will be going over those in the next few videos, so that way you can find the best ones that would work for you, and that way you can get started. Now, if you are an Android user, I recommend you setting up Faucethub accounts, so that way you can have your account set up, and that way you can use a smart faucet rotator. And that's probably one of the easiest ways to claim from multiple sites, because it sets up so many of them and it rotates it automatically, so you don't have to be putting in the URL and going through all of that. So that's pretty much everything, guys. I hope that you learned a little bit of something, and that you get started with your faucet claims. And yeah, so Have a great night. Thank you so much for watching, and check out the bottom links.